Hello, welcome. How's everybody doing today? I'm still working on the 9 patch blocks. I have um 50 of them done already, so I've got 20 more to go. And I've been working diligently on them. So it's pretty much what I'm going to be doing this morning. Um, lining them all up so they're all nice and even. And did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? I hope. Mine was very good. A lot of good food. I wonder why that's so small. Maybe. Thinking that purple one's really small. I don't know why. Okay, that one's better. See, right now I don't even care that I'm doing the purple on the brown. It doesn't even matter to me. I want to be creative and I want to do different styles and different um, squares on the individual block. So um, line them all up really nice and even and neat. Okay. And because my iron takes a long time to get ready, I always make sure that it's plugged in and pretty much ready to go. Welcome, whoever just came on. I'm continuing the 9 patch blocks. So go ahead and sew this. 1/4 of an inch. Okay. If you go to line it up and it's not perfectly, like see right there, the tiny, like a little bit of a sliver, it's no big deal. Okay. Just go ahead and do 1/4 of an inch. Okay. And then cut the thread. Okay, I'm going to get up here and do my see if I can do it. I don't know. It makes it like kind of. Right. I don't know why the material is kind of sticking to each other. Okay, open it up. Open it up. Open it up. I really only have like 20 more of these blocks to make and I'm done. Okay, remember, hold your iron on your seams for a few. Okay. So that it sets the seam. And then iron the blocks. Okay. All right, I got this done now. Spent Thanksgiving here just with my family, my husband, my daughter, and myself, and it was really nice. We had a good time. Um, Very good Thanksgiving, and try to line these up. Ate too much. Welcome to whomever just came on. Thank you for joining us. Ate too much, went into a food coma. You know how that goes. It's just the food is so good on Thanksgiving. Okay. So I'm going to line this up again, okay, on each of my blocks here. Okay. Again, how do you know the right side from the wrong side? It's really hard to tell on the solid ones, so you just kind of have to feel for the softest, and that would be your right side, the soft part, and the rough part is your um, outside or wrong side. Okay. And if you do it wrong, it's no big deal. There's not gonna be welcome. There's not gonna be too much of a difference. So we're gonna go a quarter of an inch down. Okay. Now this purple piece right here is kind of slipping, so I want to put the two pieces of the material right sides together. So I'm going to use my stiletto because it's a lot easier to pick up the material with your stiletto. Okay. And the same thing over here. I had it going. Okay, hold on. Let me fix it. Okay. Now, if I take my stiletto as it's going down, I think I can get it to work. So, there we go. All right. So, I'm going to go ahead and iron these seams. Okay. Not sure. And I'm putting it on the strip stick. But if you guys don't have a strip stick, again, that's okay. It'll work on your ironing board just fine. I like the strip stick because it's got wood underneath it and it's very hard to. So you can take your seams and just, either press them open or whatever it is you want to do. Okay. I've got one like this. Again, I'm going to leave it there for a few seconds so it sets the seam. Okay. And iron the squares. And then break them apart over here with my cutting gizmo, it's called. Okay. That one went kind of close, huh? Okay. Now what I want to do at this point is I want to cut the extra strings off before we put the 3 rows together. And because it's just a lot easier to do it now than later. Make sure that any of the strings, like this big white one right here, is off. Okay. Okay, there's one. Oh, there's nothing on this one. Okay, 2. And here we go. See, like these. Welcome whomever just came on. Like this right here, I'm going to cut off. Okay. I ordered these, they're called from Missouri Star. Like a quilt as you go, 6-inch quilt blocks that are already done. And I might do that with this if it gets here on time. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and sew this together. Okay. So here's hoping that they match. Okay, remember we want to match the seams evenly, okay? So like that, how your seams nestle together when you know, right in here to go in there. Perfect, okay? I'm gonna grab a pen. All right. Hi, June. How are you today? Thank you for joining. Okay, you want to make sure that it lines up. Okay, like this. We're working on our 9-patch blocks. Okay, and then the seams go in, and then you want to pin it. When you have it in, the seam is perfect how you want it. Okay, then you want to pin it. So, let me show you. Okay, I have my, this is 50 of them, 50 9-patch blocks. And I have them in groups of 10. So I put my Wonder Clip. Let's see, hold on. Okay, put my Wonder Clip to keep them together. Okay, because I know now that it's in groups of 10. So this is how I have it all lined up. And there are 50 of them. Okay, I need 70. So I have 20 more to go. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and iron this down 1/4 of an inch. Okay. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool, June. Good idea. It's a real good idea. Houses. That's a really good idea. I have a, it's called a Farm Girl book that, let me show you. It is a Farm Girl book right here, okay? Or Farm Girl Vintage, and they have the houses. And they have the like right here's the house on how to do it and what material. And I do have a bunch of materials, and I was thinking about doing something like this in the individual blocks, um, coming up here on my quilting channel. So yeah, that's a really good idea. I like it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sew a quarter of an inch down. Okay. Sometimes you can only line it up as best as you can get it. Okay, we're going to go a quarter of an inch down. Removing the pins as we get there, okay? So, let me see here. Making sure that my blocks line up evenly, okay? So that the corners will be exactly in place, perfect, okay? The last one is give me a fit. So I'm going to use my stiletto again, and I don't know if you guys can see. Let me show you. Okay, I'm going to use my stiletto, and I'm picking up my material on top here and placing it the correct way, and then my stiletto will help me to keep it in place. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sew down the rest of it. So, cut. Uh-oh. Let me see how it goes. See how the corners join right there and right there? That's what we want. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this last one on before I continue ironing. Okay. So I'm going to, again, lining up the seams because we want the squares to be as close to the corners of the square as possible. Okay. But we're new, and it might be that it might be that we're a little bit off, but in the overall of the quilt, the overall, when you're looking at a picture of the quilt or the overall beauty of the quilt that you've done, it won't make much of a difference. Nobody's going to get there and say, hey, wow, you missed it right here. You really blew it. Nobody's going to say that. They're going to say, ooh, what a beautiful quilt. Okay, and up here too, these rough edges, I don't know, can you guys see it okay? You want to make sure that it stays up, which it is, even with the other one. Not really even. I got it going like one's on the inside of the other ones, but it works. So I'm going to go ahead and go a quarter of an inch down, okay, all the way. Line it up here. I don't want to get the corner. Okay, removing the pins as I get to it, okay. Okay, now this is where the stiletto comes in handy. Again, as you're going down, sometimes the material slides. I don't know why, but it does. Okay, so I'm gonna move it with stiletto, keep it in place, and hopefully it'll be just fine. So I'm gonna cut the well, it's more or less. Okay, let me go ahead and iron open the seams. Okay, move that out of the way. Okay, I'm gonna iron open the seams here. Okay. Only doing one set of seams at a time, but 3 because it's very hard to do both of them at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. And um, okay, then we're going to iron the block itself. Okay. Don't worry about any wrinkles that might still be there when you get done, because then you can use your best press. It'll get rid of any wrinkles. Oh, thank you very much, June. Yeah, I kind of fell in love with this jelly roll when I saw it. I go, man, I gotta have that. All the colors. So, cutting off all the excess threads. Okay. And even the threads from the material, some of them get really loose. Okay, then turn it around, make sure there's no more. And there it is. Front and back. Okay. 19 blocks to go. A lot better than saying 70, huh? 69 blocks to go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do another. What I like about the 9 patch is it's very easy to put it together and do. And June's right. You should have some kind of a center in there if you want, or you can just have all the 9 patch. I mean, it's up to you. Never thought about a center because I was trying to make it pretty simple. Because I'm going to do the sashing, but you can do a center with a sashing too. Either way, it doesn't really matter one way or the other. This blue does not want to line up with my pink very well. And so therefore, there we go. I got it. Okay. And I've always been a very slow sewer. I take my time because, and I make mistakes, but if you take your time, you'll have a better quilt, better looking project when you're done. But I mean, there's those that can speed quilt, and that's fine too. And their stuff looks really nice. But I've just always been very slow because I want to make sure that everything lines up and all corners match as best as possible and things like that. I mean, I'm just love doing it, but very slowly. Okay, I'm going to sew these three together real quick. And remember, if you're having problems, you can always pin your squares together. All right? Always pin it. So I'm in assembly line sewing right now to get these three done. Okay. Kind of using the stiletto to keep it in place because I did not use pins and have to pull it up a little bit for the. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and iron the seams. Yep, I know. I'm with you. I can't speed quilt either. I'm going to go ahead and iron these. But before I iron these, I want to show you guys and tell me if you like it. See my Santa? Let's see. It goes like that. That's latch hook Santa I did years and years ago. And then my advent calendar right there. They're together. We decorated. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the latch hook, but yeah, he's cute little thing into. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and iron these seams. Chair out of the way. Okay, there we go. All right. Opening the squares, taking my time. Open, open. Opening. Okay, I'm setting the seam. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and iron these three real quick. My eye is itching. Not so much iron, but kind of, kind of set the iron on the material like this, and go back and forth. You don't really want to iron because if you do, you can end up messing up your seams. So, all right. So cute. Yeah, I love doing the latch hook. It's so much fun. Thank you, Jim. Did you keep any of the things that you used to make as a little girl? Sometimes we don't think about, keeping things. I know a lot of the stuff that I used to own as a child is now worth a lot of money. Of course, I don't have it. Uh, but I do have a lot of albums, the original vinyl albums from the 70s. So, been lugging them around for years now. Okay, now I'm going to add the other three squares on here. Okay, let's do the purple right here on the pink and the blue, and then the pink on the green. Let's go really wild, and then the purple over here. Okay, something I haven't done yet. So that's good. I wish I would have kept all things that I had. I've seen what they're worth, a lot of money right now. Not that I would sell them, but especially if I would have kept them all those years. Okay, now which one's the soft? This one. Okay. Now what you can do is if you have it lined up, okay, and you want to keep it like that, you can take a pen and you can go like this and keep it in place, okay, and it'll stay. I mean, feel free to use a lot of pens because I do when I sew. And I've never, I've always been a penner, and I feel that they're much better pinning them because they stay how you want them to be and they stay straight. So yeah, feel free to pin. Okay. Quarter of an inch in my assembly line sewing. Okay. And quarter of an inch. Right. I'm gonna have about I don't know, maybe 40 of the blocks left over. So I'm pretty sure. Welcome, whoever just came on. Thank you for joining us for the cornerstones on my quote, which I'll explain a cornerstone when we get to that point. Okay. Okay, right now I'm going to go ahead and iron the seams again. Open. Okay. And again, if you want to use the wooden, if you have the wooden iron, like it's called a wooden iron. So if you do have one of those, you can use one. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut the threads here, okay? My cutting gizmo. Cutting gizmo, it's really cool. It's got the razor blade right there. I like it. Okay.
Chase! No! No tree!
Okay. Cutting off any of the excess threads, okay? I'm sorry about the phone, guys. And the gardener's outside. Hopefully they'll be done soon. You can hear me, right? Okay, I'm going really carefully to make sure that all the threads are cut off, okay?
Love Chase.
All right. Oh. Okay. So you have pretty much your 3 are clean all the way around and ready to put together. Okay, so. And of course I'm wearing my sweats that collect the thread. That's how you know you're a quilter, huh? When you got threads all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to take these 2 here, okay, and put them together. Okay. Yes, you can. Let me see here. Okay. Lining up the middle again so that the threads nest together right here. The line, this line right here, see the line? With this line right here is how I do it. You know, so that it kind of stays in place. And then the same with the other one, because we want the blocks to meet in the middle. Okay. And you got to fix this because it was all wonky and crooked. So you just want to take, if it goes like this and it's just like, yeah, see how mine just hangs there? Okay, you can see some of the red. If you can get the middle piece up to the corner, okay, then that's how you get it to stay. Okay, here we go, 1/4 inch, going down. Okay. Holding pins out when we get to them. Okay. This one's going to be a tough one here too, the purple. Using my stiletto again. See, patience, gotta have a lot of patience in quilting. I'm sure you're doing sewing too, but I don't know quilting. Too awfully familiar with sewing, but I want to learn. I want to learn how to sew. So. Okay. If there's a little bit left over on whatever end, you know, that's okay too. Let me see. And if it's not how you want it, you can always undo it. Okay. See how it's perfect right here, but there's extra right here? That's okay. It'll when you even up your block, it will get rid of that. Okay, so that doesn't matter. Can tell I have to go to take sister to the doctor. Okay, bye, June. Have a great day. Thank you for joining. Okay, I'm gonna line this up. Okay, and be careful at the doctor there, June. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and line it up so that it's perfectly even. Okay, and Again, the purple and the pink, they just don't want to go together. I don't know. Fine. Gonna light it up a little bit. Make sure that it does stay. Okay. Okay, removing the pen as I come to it. Okay. Line up to, this yellow one. And by lining it up and kind of making it even, don't stress it. You don't want to stretch your fabric. You just want to evenly put it there so it looks like that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and iron open these seams. Okay. Which is good. All right. Press open first with my fingers and then with my ironing tool, my wooden ironing tool. Okay. Okay, and I'll keep the iron on the seam for a couple minutes, a couple seconds so that the seam sets. Okay, we're gonna do the other one the same. Opening it up. And then using the wooden iron the same way. Okay. So I want to let you guys know, Joanne's Missouri Star Quilt Company and Michael's are all having big sales today, like maybe up to 40% off. Joanne's for Cyber Monday. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off these excess threads, okay, that we don't need. And really trying to avoid getting them on my sweats because they're super hard to come off once you do that. Okay. And there you go. Front and the back. Okay. So there's two. I'm going to take a minute here. Welcome, Vicki. How are you? Thank you for joining. Get a drink of my coffee here real quick. Oh, how pretty. Wow. Yeah, I was showing them I have 50 of mine done. 50 of the 9-patch blocks are done. In groups of 10. That's why I have the Wonder Clips, the bigger Wonder Clips. 50. I can't believe I have 50 of them done. And I've done 2 so far this morning while I've been on. I'm going to go ahead and do another one. So, how was your Thanksgiving, Vicki? Mine was good. I went into a food coma. It was so good. Jordan fabric called chain link. Yeah, yeah. Just us two. Yeah, it was just my husband and my daughter and myself. Uh, I wish that I could have had more, but it's okay. Maybe, hopefully next year, huh? All right, so I'm going to line these up nice and neat. And I did my Christmas decorations on Saturday, so that's all done. We always do them after Saturday after Thanksgiving. That's just how I do it in my house. Um, Not that there'll be a lot, and there probably nobody will come over, but you know what? It's for me and my family, so it works for me. Hubby Phil. Oh no! What's causing him to fall so much, Vicky? Do they know why he keeps losing his balance? Yeah. Yep. I'm just glad mine's an artificial tree. I I don't have time to take care of a real tree, and it would probably die on me anyway. So he's back. I am so sorry. Prayers are with you guys. Almost scary for him to get out of bed, huh? But you're welcome. He had surgery. Oh, so they can't. The doctors don't know why, right? Oh. Okay, again, it's separating right here. I don't know why. So we're gonna have to um, use the stiletto. Okay, so going a quarter of an inch all the way down. Okay, quarter of an inch. I end up collecting a lot of pins over here that I take out, and I don't want to. Okay, so we're gonna cut the thread. Okay. And I'm gonna take it over to the ironing board, right? And iron open the seams. Okay. Iron open the seams. This auto shut off iron, sometimes they're royally. Okay, so we're gonna hold the iron here again for a few, okay? So that the seam sets. And then I'm going to very carefully. Okay, iron the squares open so that they lay flat. And I'm going to come over here with my cutting gizmo that I absolutely love. This cutting gizmo. I have the cutting on the back of my machine here, but I'd rather use the cutting gizmo. All right. Now, let's see if I, okay. Gonna line up my 3 that I just did. Okay. This, okay, good. And take these 3 and figure out where I'm gonna put them. So your ironing board, same height as the table. I have to have an ironing board that's tall because I'm tall. And so I don't have to bend over too much if I can help it. That's the plan with that. So the tables are okay. I finally have my own cutting table that I've always wanted after moving up here. So that's good. Little by little, it's coming along. I wish I would have thought of doing all this early on in my youth. But I was working, then I was homeschooling my daughter. And by homeschooling, I mean I was sitting there with her. So, what are? Oh, you sit, yeah. I would love to sit and iron, but with that blood clot that I got, I don't dare chance it. It's good for me to get up. Before I would have sat and ironed, but okay. I'm going to go ahead and go down here. Again, the middle one's going to give me problems, I see. So let's get it going. Okay. Take my stiletto, move it over, keep it in place. Okay. And line up the blue one. Using your stiletto. The stiletto on the material really helps to keep it in place as you're moving it through. Well, you're not moving it, but as it's going through the machine, it really helps to keep it in place. Hubby got TV remote. There you go. There you go. I'm all for that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and iron these seams open. Okay. So that they remain open. Finger press. Finger press them open. Okay. And finger press open. All right. Okay, so let's see. Need this one to stay on. There we go. All right, so again, hold it here for a few seconds so that your seams stay open. And then very carefully. Iron your squares. Okay. Ooh, that was hot. Okay, then come back. Okay, come back and then use this carpet here is really thick. I love it, but sometimes it makes it hard for me to move my chair. So, okay, now we're going to cleanly cut any threads that might be loose hanging out. Okay. Well, that was only the one. That's nice. Okay, then this one. Two. This one has all four sides. Wow. Okay. Gonna move it here. So when I get done with my live today, I think I'm going to go check out Joann's, see what they got going on. And I'll check out Missouri Star. I have a couple things coming from Missouri Star, so Quote Company. All right, those are all cut nice and neat now, so there's no extra threads hanging out anywhere. Okay, I can show you real quick. See how they're all nice and neat, no threads hanging out. Okay, so now I'm going to take them, and I think I'm going to do like this. Okay, like that. There we go. And then down. So my pink is going one, down, up, down. Okay, that'll be nice. Okay, so we're going to take it and put the three together at the seams again. Okay. Very neatly. All right. I'm going to line up my seams like I always do right here. Okay, and then put a pin in it. Do it again. Put a pin in it. You know, a lot of times when you go to do it, it just automatically goes like that because that's, I don't know why, but it does. Automatically goes like that. Okay, so this one kind of went wonky on me. I don't know what happened. Fix it. Okay, there. Go down. All right. Now, see all that extra room for the blue? I'm going to see if I can't line up my pink here by bringing this piece to the corner. Let's see if I can do it, huh? But then you want it to be nice and even too, not just that you're bringing it to the corner. You want it to lay nice and flat also. You don't want it to be all jumbled and bunched up at the same time, okay? So closest to the corner as you can get without messing it up. All right, pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sew these together. I just put here. Okay. So I'm going to remove the pin as I get to it. Okay. And again, gonna line up my brown butterflies with my pink, my solid pink. Okay. And see, let me see. Okay, cut piece of thread. All right, let's see what it looks like. Yeah, pretty good. As long as the corners here, as long as they match, okay, it doesn't matter what's on the sides because the sides will be evened up at, as long as these match in the corner, then you're good to go. Okay, so I'm going to take the other one and I'm going to line it up evenly with the seams. See, these seems to like fit perfectly. How weird. Okay. So line it up and line this one up also. Okay. So I was saying to my friends, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years ago, they were saying, "Oh, you should get your own, should start your own quilting channel." And I go, "No, I don't think I'm that good." But then I'm glad that I finally did. I'm having fun. This is a blast, and it's something that I look forward to. So I'm having a really good time. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and iron this, or I'm going to sew this down 1/4 of an inch. Okay, all the way down. Okay, removing the pin. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stiletto again because the pink, I don't know why the pink is just giving me a heck of a time today. Okay, the pink. Okay. Going all the way down. All right, now I'm going to check it out. Let me see what it looks like here. See right there, it's just a tiny, tiny bit off. It'll be fine. Nobody's going to notice it in the overall scheme of things. Okay. I lost the pen. I need to find it real quick so I don't step on it. Is it on the other side? I don't know. I suppose it could be 3, and I just thought there were 4. I don't know. I can't find it. I'm going to get a drink here. A bag's getting cold. How many of you guys drink coffee? I have 3 of these a day. And if I can't drink caffeine after 2 o'clock, or I'm wide awake forever. So, all right, it's gone. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and iron these seams together. It gets harder and harder to get up, but it's good for me. And my leg. Okay, we're going to iron this seam open. Okay. And this seam open so that it stays open. Okay. Let's see. Hold it all the way open. And then we're going to very carefully, the whole block, real careful, okay? Okay, now I'm going to cut off any of the loose threads that I might have here. So I'm going to cut all these loose threads that are hanging around. Okay. These threads on the yellow one, I don't like them, but what are you going to do? Okay. I'm going to have to pull this one up to get it. It's actually on the back. Okay. And this one. It's weird. Okay, and then these that are on the corners of what you've already done, and then the pink. So you want to kind of get as much of it as you can, but nobody's asking for perfection. Okay, and here's my third block. And as you can see, right here is off just a teeny tiny bit. But again, that's okay. So has anybody gone to my craft channels on Tuesdays? I'm working on this unicorn embroidery. Isn't that pretty? Welcome whomever just came on. You can also embroider on quilts. Never done it before, but you can embroider on quilts. I'd like to try that sometime. I've never embroidered before, so this is the first time. And I figure, people they do embroidery on pillowcases, and let me kind of center this again. Okay, how's that? On pillowcases and things that they make, dish towels, washcloths, towels. So I have some learning to do, and I've always wanted to do embroidery. So I thought, okay, I'll start with the easy stuff so that I can then advance to the quilts. I have some more Christmas embroidery coming that I'm looking forward to doing. There's 3 of them. They're like in a kit. So I do it by kit, by way of kit. So when you have 3, I think that'll be a lot of fun. But as far as this quilt goes, I have 17 more blocks to do. Here's hoping that I get it done by next week, so we can continue on. I figure when I first start doing this, I figured that it takes about a month to do a quilt, maybe longer. Yeah, but that's what I plan on, a month, because I don't want to go in there and do it and get it done in like, 1 or 2 weeks, because you guys are learning, and we need to take our time. So sometimes it takes me 3 months to get a quilt done. My Bargello, that took 3 months. My Irish chain, double Irish chain, that did too. Um, so it's not something that you hurry through until you get to be a pro at it. I don't think I'll ever get to be a pro at it. I'll always do it like this because it's the only way that I know how to do it, and I'm making sure that that it's done right. So um, again, I am just taking my time and did 3 blocks today. But now I have some things that I have to go do, and I can continue working on my blocks. But I want to continue working on this for my crafts, Kathy's crafts tomorrow that I do at 10. Um, I just think that it's a lot of fun to work on a quilt and share my expertise, which is not much. I don't have much of an expertise, but to share my knowledge with you guys and the things that I've learned along the way. When I first started, I didn't know anything. My friend was she was manager where I used to live, and she was in the rec room, and I said, "What are you doing?" She was, "I'm making a quilt," and I go, "You are?" And I go, "What kind of a quilt?" And she goes, "A trip around the world." I'm, cool. I want to learn. So we went to Joann's and got all the material, and I've been doing it. I took some time off because I had to homeschool my daughter, and by homeschooling her, I mean I was there the whole 6 hours with her, and helping her or whatever, making sure she did it. So I really didn't have time to do much. But like I said, about 3 years, almost 4 years ago now, I started back, and I got my channel on YouTube. So I'm very happy with the way it's going. I'm very happy with my people that are always here with me. I think that's great. I'm just really super happy with how it is. And, I mean, we'll get more and more people as time goes on, but this is kind of new and it takes a while. So I'm being very patient and I'm very happy on how it is going. So, anyway, um, Vicky, I hope your husband gets better. Um, does he use a walker? That would help him, I think, from falling. I know I used one, and it did help me after my surgery, and I still use it to get in and out of the bathtub too because I cannot lift up my leg and go in there by myself from my surgery. But that's about all I can't do uh, from before to now. So I'm just curious if he uses a walker, that would help. But my prayers are with him, and I hope that he gets better soon. Um, and you guys all have a great week, okay? Thank you for coming to my channel. Okay, don't forget to hit the like button if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And please share with your friends. And give me a thumbs up. I'm grateful with the thumbs up that I do get. Don't get me wrong. Okay. So I want you guys to all have a great week. And I will see you back here again next Monday. Okay. Bye for now. Bye bye.